And now, from Glasgow.
So, hello, welcome to my channel update. Now, unfortunately, I'm having to record this on Thursday evening. The reason for that is I'm about to do a 4-day tour. Starting tomorrow morning, I won't be back till Monday. So, my choices are record the update early or put it out late. So, obviously, not a lot been happening in the last... Well, I say not a lot, actually quite a lot. Considering that I've had some kind of lazy ass kind of disease where I've just wanted to lay in bed all day for 2 days, I think I've done quite a lot. So I've been doing a little bit of work on the craft room. I've made this little table on wheels. It kind of started off with the idea that I want to do a little bit of work on the spray booth, but I want to make like paint storage on wheels, which I'll show you another time. It's over in the kitchen at the moment. Don't ask why it's in the kitchen. So I need to make that, so I need to know how much space I need to allow for it when I do the spray booth. And then once I put it together, I thought actually this is going to be really handy. I have got a desk full of mess. Let me see if I can show you. So this is my desk on any average day, and I am trying to sort it out, but what tends to happen is I'll clear a space to record with, and then something else will come in and I'll just push everything back. So I've made this little cabinet. It's only halfway through. So on the bottom shelf you've got room to stick model boxes. I've just chucked a few boxes in. I can probably get 4 average models in there, no problems. Then there's going to be a shelf here which is going to be quite shallow, and then there'll be another one above it, and I'm going to put these trays are really handy, just for popping your parts on. I get these from the works. I think there's 3 trays for £5, slightly pricey, but they're just absolutely perfect. So there'll be another one about, and it'll go up to about there. And then I've got my my wood model workstation, which is going to sit on top of there. And then if you flip it around, which I can't because I've got this massive bit of wood, on the back at the bottom shelf, you can't see it, but that's where my solder iron's now going to live. The solder iron is one of those things where it needs to live somewhere, but there's nowhere for it to logically live. So I'm just going to pop it in there, and then a little bit higher there's going to be like a bigger shelf for occasional items, things like this, for example, you know, big old tub of glue, and that'll go on there. There will be a divider between the two, and then on the top there'll be one more shelf, and I'll just put that, I'm going to call them bins, but they'll be like small boxes where I can just put things like small clamps, pegs, things like that. Just everyday items. Well, not everyday items, slightly less than everyday items, and if I need them I can just roll this around and just grab it. It's going to be epic when I finished it, but for some reason woodworking really wears me out. I get absolutely overheated, so I work for about 10 or 15 minutes and then I stop. But I've also spent a lot of time working on the craft room. Now the problem with doing the woodworking is you can spend half an hour hoovering it up, and it does look absolutely epic, and then you spend 2 minutes with a jigsaw or one of those saws, I forget what they're called, track saws, but without the track. And then literally within 30 seconds it's like a snow resort but with sawdust. But these are all the little things I'm just going to get on with gradually. I might actually make another one of these, maybe a version 2. Anyway, so where are we up to? So last week, I'm going to talk about last week. I don't know if I spoke about it last week and this week, but so last Monday 2 episodes of RoboCop went out, and then tomorrow, as you're watching this, we should have a triple episode of ET. I don't normally beg for views and subs, but watch it. ET is getting really exciting now. I really love it. Wednesday. So you will have noticed that there was nothing on Wednesday. That's because the Eddie Stobart's finished, and we're starting a new project. So I'd just like to take a little 1 week break, and then we'll go into the next project. So this coming Wednesday there will be a new project. It's not deliberately hidden up, but it's over there, and then it's just a little workstation, but it's actually pretty good. So I've just sort of shown you putting it together, and then the week after we will have an actual real project made of wood, not a ship, but you'll love it. Thursday we had I believe we have now finished the middle fingers on the gauntlet. I'm absolutely sure we have. 3 little stages just to finish it off, and there is the middle finger. I can't, there we go, just there. This is just a little mock put together. It's not officially assembled. I'm sure there's another piece. Where's that gone? How odd. I'm missing a piece. Oh, it's up there. It's there. But that's the issues you haven't seen yet. So what's coming this Thursday? Well, absolutely exciting, guys. If you are a premium subscriber, you will have already received the first part of the premium base. Now, bit of a spoiler. It's either this piece or the next piece. There is a problem. I think it's actually this one, but it's not a problem because Fanhome are actually pretty good at replacing parts. So you'll get to see the first piece of the base, and then that is it for the week. So what have I been up to? Well, first of all, my cats are fantastic. I'm just so happy. I went away for, what did I do, 3 days away, 3 or 4 days away. Now the cats are used to me going away. I'm actually packing at the moment, and Shadow just knows, he just seems to know that I'm packing the bag to go tomorrow, so he knows I'll be going tomorrow, and I think he was like surprised when I came home so early. So you know, these cats are really smart, they know this stuff. So yeah, that's me getting ready for now. You might notice I have a new top bomb. What do you think of this, guys? This is East Kilbride FC. Let me see if I've got that right. East Kilbride FC. They are a league team in the Lowland League, which for you in England will be the same as, what do they call it these days? It used to be called the Conference. It used to be the 5th tier. But anyway, the Lowland League is it's one below that. It is the 5th tier of Scotland actually, and I've been looking out for them for a while. They are my local team. To give you an idea, it actually, I think I did more mileage driving around the football ground than I did getting to the football ground. I think it's about 1.5 miles from my house. I could walk it, I suppose, but I'm far too lazy for that. So I had a very rare day off that coincided with a game. An absolutely brilliant atmosphere there. Really loved it. The only issue I've got is, I don't know if it's because of the game or if it's normal, but they put all of the away fans in behind the goal, and all the home fans had to sit down along the sideline. Now I am a behind the goal fan. I'd like to stand behind the goal singing my team on, but you know, it's fine. The first thing that struck me, you're going to love this, guys. So I got in. I said, "Oh, do you take cash?" "Yep, no problems." "Can I have one adult, please?" "Yep, no problems. That's going to be £15, I'm afraid, because it's a League Cup game." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "We do put the prices up for like cup games, because you're watching teams like Aberdeen." And I said, "No." I said, "I'm not complaining." I said, "So how much is a normal league game?" He says, £10. I said, "That's fine." I said, "Last time I went to see Wickham, I think it was about 25 quid. Well, last time I went to see Wickham, I was a season ticket holder, but the away teams were charging us 25 quid. So, to pay 15 for a match with extra importance, I thought was really good. Had a really good time, actually. Bearing in mind East Kilbride were playing Queen of the South, who are 2 divisions above us in League 1. So you've got the Premiership, Championship, League 1. And you got League 2, then you got the Lowland League. I say we went 1-0 up, which was well happy with that. And then the last 5 minutes, literally the last 5 minutes of the first half, they got 3 goals. I think East Kilbride just sat there and did nothing. And they played a lot better in the second half, and the final result 3-1. But you know what? I came away from that game happy. It was a nice little atmosphere. Haven't made any friends yet. Obviously, you can't just walk in and suddenly you're friends with everyone there. I don't know what the official capacity was. Maybe 200-300, and it was nice. So I'm definitely going to try and catch more East Kilbride games. Wickham is and always will be my number 1 team, but obviously it's a hell of a haul to get there. I think it's about 3 or 4 hour drive from Glasgow. But yeah, I've had a really good time, and then it's great because I can just sit back now. I'm not a Celtic fan. I'm not a Rangers fan. I'm one of those odd people who I want to see them both do well in Europe, so that the co-efficiencies go in favour of Scotland. But I just love all the banter. Watching Celtic beat Man City 4-3. Say what you like about the team. They might have been playing Man City's youth team. That's fine. But then comparing that to Rangers losing 2-0 to Man City's youth team, and then watching Rangers lose to Birmingham. Now, I'm just not saying much more about that. But it's great because if somebody goes, "Oh, Rangers are bad because it's not affecting me," and if then someone might counter and say, "Oh, Celtic have done it," no, it's not affecting me. And liking East Kill, it's like Wickham, you go, "Oh, Man United," "Yeah, who do you support?" And I go, "Wickham Wanderers," and they go, "Oh, that's nice." And it's just like that with East Kilbride. But yeah, really happy with the club. So yeah, I'm reigniting my favourite pastime other than modelling. So the tour that I'm doing tomorrow, well, I didn't think life got any easier. So when I did the guided tours, it was a case of you pick everybody up, you got your tour guide, they tell you where to go. You might do 1 stop, you might do 10 stops, but you're doing roughly an 8-hour day. This tour that we're doing, I'm not even going to call it a tour, it's a holiday. This is my itinerary. Leave the depot, go to the first pickup point, which is, according to my truck sat nav, is 1 hour and 44 minutes. Sorry, 1 hour and 22 minutes, call that 1 hour and 45. Pick up, drive 17 miles, which is about half an hour. Do some more pickups, drive, well, they've given me 10 minutes, but my sat nav says I'll do it in 12. And then it's about just short of 2 hours to the hotel. I reckon I'll get, what's that, 2, 4, 2, 3, about 4 hours driving. I reckon we'll get to the hotel about 1 o'clock, let's say 2 o'clock. That's my day done. Then on the Saturday, I've got to drive them to a ferry. ferry, what are they calling it? Full day excursion to paddle steamer. So I've got to take them to the pickup point for the paddle steamer. Then I've got to drive empty to the point where they're going to be dropped off. Take them back to the hotel. Sunday is a hot. Excuse me, bear with me one sec. So my apologies for that. I just had a neighbour knock on the door. I took an Amazon parcel in for her while she was on holiday. So she's come to collect it, telling me the story. She's been cat sitting her daughter's cats, and there's one of the cats obviously didn't like her and just hid up on the refrigerator for the whole week. I was laughing because I'm third party, but I said I know it's probably not funny, but it is to me. Yeah. So anyway, this tour, if you can call it a tour, I think I'm doing about four and a half hours driving tomorrow. I haven't done the logistics for the paddle steamer, paddle boat, whatever it is, but I think it's about an hour and a half there, and then I've got to go up to the exit point, and then about, let's call it 2 hours coming back, and then a half day tour, and then 4 hours coming back. You know, I have to work really hard for my money, don't I? But I spoke to the boss about some of the timings, and he just said, yeah, this particular company, they always give you plenty of time. He goes, it's just enjoy it. So I will. Different hotel, bed and breakfast, I hope it's evening meal. No mention of an evening meal, but I don't know, do I take a sandwich just in case? Anyway, guys, that is my week caught up with. I'm sorry that I've had to record this so early before the Sunday, but you know, that's how it's going to go. Just means next week I'll have a full load of week to talk about. I've been doing a tiny bit of work on this. It's been quite hard actually. I really wasn't happy. This is the, I get the Shannon and the other one muddled up. This is the Shannon class lifeboat, and one of the issues I had was there was some the way that the hull goes together, you've got kind of like a hook and it goes in, and it just creates such a massive gap, and I really wasn't happy with it. So I thought, right, okay, I'll make some sprue goo up. So I made some sprue goo, which I now can't find. I know it was on my desk. I was showing someone earlier today. We'll just pretend this is sprue goo. This is actually Hong Kong Models plastic, but yeah, this is basically sprue goo. You just get some bits of plastic, chuck it in a jar, put some, well, I put tool cleaner in, but Tamiya extra thin will do the job. And then you need to leave it for about 24 hours before it all, you know, to get it all dissolving. And then I had a couple of tweaks. The first batch I made was a little bit thick, so I added a little bit more tool cleaner, and then left it a few hours, and it was still a little bit thick. And then I found that if you make it a little bit too thin, let it settle, which it will do, kind of half mix it, you can kind of get some thin bits and some thick bits. But yeah, it's all a couple of extra big splodges I made on there. I don't know if you'll see on that camera. So yeah, you see I made a bit of a mess of it, but a little bit of sanding, sandpaper, and that'll be absolutely fine. Filled a bit on the front. I found you've got like a bit in the middle, and then the hull kind of comes like that, and there was a little bit of a gap there, so I just filled that. But yeah, I think once I come back from the next trip, I think I'll be raring to go, and then I'll start working on it more. So I've also got the Corsair that I've not touched in ages. The videos are going to look quite funny because you'll quite clearly see that they're one of the London hotels, and then all of a sudden it'll be quite clearly my desk. We'll just go with that, and then once I've done the Corsair, another project to work on. What do you guys reckon? I'll have done a boat, I'll have done a US Navy aircraft. I've got something coming. Quite interesting. I've got 4 models on order with, let's see if I can give them a plug. MJR models. You'll find them on Facebook under Model Kits for Less. That's his company. I absolutely love him. What I do is I have a little pot in my bank account which I call Scale Model Fund, and I put a certain amount each week in there, but I also pay MJR £10 a week as a savings plan. And then if I do some pre-orders, you know, I think I've got like £200 saved at the moment, and then I've got some models on pre-order, and then once they come in they get deducted, or I can just order whatever I want from them. The reason I don't put all my money into him is because there are things that he don't sell. He doesn't sell my AK Interactive paints. Excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. So what I thought would be the next 2 models to come in are the 2 1/72 scale Dune figures. I don't know, they're like a helicopter-y thing and a spice harvester. I think they've already been released like about a year ago in small scale, but these ones are 1/72, so they're a lot bigger. And I've seen people doing them on YouTube, and I know some of the big companies will be selling them already. They haven't come in yet. Not absolutely desperate for them, but then all of a sudden what has come in is a model that I've been after for absolutely ages, and then as soon as I was ready to buy one, MJR said, oh, this is coming out pre-release, and it's the A10 by Great Wall Hobbies. So that is somewhere currently between Wigan and Glasgow, somewhere in between. Haven't received it yet, but he's dispatched it. I've also got something else on pre-order. I don't think that's due out until August, and it's been so long now I can't remember. I want to say Skyhawk. Is it A4 Skyhawk? I'm absolutely sure it's a Skyhawk, but they'll be with me soon. So I think what I might do, tell me if it's what you'd like, guys. Maybe if I do a regular video, maybe just a sort of 1 or 2 minute video of my stash. Maybe 1 week I can do my 1/48 scale stash, and then I can do my I don't know, something. I don't know. What do you reckon, guys? I'd like to give you some input into what I'm doing next. Because let's be honest with you, all of the models that I own, I do want to build. So you aren't going to be making me build something I don't want to build. So some models are a bit more exciting than the other. I've got the Kitty Hawk Jaguar, which I'm not exactly was expected. This is actually, I think this is the Italian, the Indian version, French version. I think I've got a French version, and I might have an Indian version. I wasn't so interested in the French version. I wanted the RAF version, and I got it wrong, and I got the wrong one. But yeah, that's something you might want to look at me getting me to build. I put a lot of my kits away. What else have we got? I haven't really got much here. I've got another Corsair from Magic Factory, but we don't want to do another Corsair, do we? Because I'm doing the Hobby Boss version. I don't know, guys. If you've got any ideas on what you'd like to see built, and I'll try and come up with something really close. So I think what I'll do is, just bearing in mind that quite often I might be building 2 kits at the same time. So if I say, oh, would you like, which one of these kits would you like built, and then you pick the kit and then it doesn't come out on the next one, it's because it's going to come out on the other. But maybe what I should start doing is maybe at the end of the series, I'll pick, say, 5 kits at random, get you guys to vote on it. The one with the least vote goes back in the pile, and the one with the most votes gets picked next. And then we'll add in 2 more kits every time. What do you think, guys? But yeah, just chuck some suggestions. What would you like seeing built? And I'll see what I can come up with. Bearing in mind that eventually, once my channel has got rid of all the part works, I will be doing themes. So Monday is going to be anything to do with the sea, so that's going to be boats and ships mostly. Tuesday is going to be figures. Wednesday's always going to be Wednesdays could be anything, but it'll be made of wood. Thursdays will be anything land based, so that'll be your cars, your tanks, anything like that. And then Fridays will be aircraft, but not 48 scale. So I might chuck in a 144 scale, I might chuck in a 24 scale, whatever. And then Saturday will be my true love, which is 48 scale aircraft. There won't be a video every single week, it just depends on the series that I've done. But yeah, maybe we'll just sort of find a little bit of a rhythm. Right guys, I did want this to be a short video because there wasn't that many days between the last one. As always, I've turned it into a long one. Guys, take care, and I will see you next week at some point. I've got some uploading to do because if I don't upload this video you won't be watching it, and if I don't upload the ET for tomorrow you won't be able to see it. So take care guys, have a wonderful week.